Welcome to the annual holiday special of the Keep Up Podcast.
Where Santa's gonna ho 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 his way into your house and steal all of your children.
It's the most wonderful. If this is your first episode of the Keep Up Podcast, that's silly business. Welcome to the party. But this is where I'm Brett and Tim is Tim.
That's me.
And we talk about all the things we consume, be it media or food. But as Tim alluded to, everything we talk about today is going to be ideas and suggestions from you guys, our listeners, our viewers, our audience. And I'm excited about it.
Dude, I'm always excited. Specials are a lot of fun because we always dip into things that you and I may never even know existed.
It's true.
Because everyone has different experiences in life.
That is correct.
And what better way to experience experiences than by other people's experiences?
That's I couldn't have said it better.
And if you're listening to the podcast and not watching it live on YouTube, although we're not live, I guess just watching it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's weird that you said
live. I don't know why I said live.
live.
Anyways, it's not live.
No.
But if you're listening, you won't be able to check out our high quality, delicious, beautiful Christmas sweaters.
Yeah, maybe the greatest Christmas sweaters in history.
I think they're pretty dope.
I do think mine is better.
Mine's got a little lot of fuzzies to it.
Not a lot of fuzzies.
It's like Fuzztown.
Yeah.
So I gotta figure out how to unfuzz my Fuzztown.
Mine is only excellent.
Yours, honestly, I'm gonna have to give it to you.
Really?
I think it might be better than mine.
Yours is good.
Mine's really cool, but yours has it's got them on the sleeves. It's a crazy looking.
It does have a lot going on.
Brad has a Ninja Turtles one that says Cowabunga.
Yeah.
And what's it say on the bottom? Cowabunga Christmas.
Cowabunga Christmas.
Yeah, it's a really good sweater.
It's got the turtles on the front. It's got weapons and masks. It's got pizzas.
It's got a whole turtle shell on the back.
It actually has a pizza roughly where my pizza tattoo is, which is kind of funny.
That is kind of funny.
Yeah, there's a giant shell on the back. It's all around very exciting. Oh no, there's a pull in it.
No.
Christmas time is here.
Oh.
It's still here, dude.
Yeah, it's still here.
It's the week of.
Yes, the week of Christmas.
You done shopping?
I finished, I finished the other day. Got one last gift for Mom.
How many did you get me?
3.
Yes. Okay, good. That's what I got you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm always a 2 gifter myself. Minimum of 2 gifts. Sometimes I'll do 1 if it is like a big gift.
Yeah.
But I traditionally love to give 2+ gifts.
I'm the same. I'm the same. I actually went shopping for a peripheral party. Not, there's always like the main list, and then there's I think I'm probably shopping for these people, but I'm not sure. So on one of those people, I accidentally spent like more than I meant to. Like I had a budget. I mean, we always have a budget, but it doesn't matter. It's
it always
halfway through the shopping list. You're like, who cares?
Right. I'm already spending money.
Yeah, I just want to look at the account. It's fine.
Yep.
But I had to get 2 gifts because one felt goofy.
Right, because one can feel, like you said, goofy, or I always like to get like a more thoughtful, serious gift, and then more of like a goofy one if I do 2.
Yeah, I like the variety, and I shouldn't say goofy because I would never like get one gift and be like, oh, 1 gift?
Yeah,
that's dumb.
I never expect 2 gifts either. Like,
no, I never expect. We don't expect
never.
That. We're not saying that.
No,
we're not saying you have to get us 2 gifts each.
Yo, but if you wanted to get us gifts, send it to myhouse@aol.com.
Yes, the keepup.myhouse@aol.com, and it'll go directly to Tim.
Yes,
but don't send it if it's only 1.
Yeah. Oh no, send it if it's only 1 to me.
Oh,
address it just to me.
Yeah,
but if it's multiple, do it to both of us.
Speaking of gifts,
yes.
Do you have the list of everyone who contributed?
I do.
I don't think we're covering all the suggestions. As always on our specials, we cover some of the things and not all of the things. But no matter what, we appreciate you guys and your recommendations. And
so our good pal Purple Mohawk, our good pal Lord Bale, our good pal Nick Hampshire, our good pal Jesse's Floating Castle, our good pal Edward Payson, our good pal Sarah Daniels, and if I forgot anybody, well then Too bad.
The way you were you were matching the Our Good Pal every time. You know what's weird? It's a little bit later and we just recorded something else and I feel a little loopy. And I kind of don't remember the beginning of this episode already.
That's kind of wild.
Was I being weird?
No, I think you were being good. The best podcasts are the one where like Midnight Madness starts seeping in and you get loopy and you don't remember things.
We might get there, dude. I'm so terrified about work tomorrow. That's all I can think about.
Dude, what time do you have to start?
I need to probably be up at 4:30.
It's 9:39 right now.
Yeah.
PM.
And we're just getting started,
We're just getting started.
But
So
it's Christmas.
If this one doesn't hit an hour, we know why.
Oh, it's gonna.
It's gonna.
It's gonna. I'm excited about this one. We got some questions. We got some movies to talk about.
Yes.
So the theme, of course, is the holidays.
Yo, the holidays.
It's the holiday season. So whoop-de-doo. And see Sonic 3.
In the theaters for $10.93.
I was going to say just like Tim and me.
Oh, that's so much better.
I don't know. $10.93 is a funny, like...
Right, like a price.
Wishful price, because it's never...
Our tickets, I think, were $17? No,
$17?
15?
But we saw it in special Super XD.
Yeah, but we can't talk about it because no one suggested it.
No one suggested it. Thanks a lot, guys.
Jerks.
Bet you wish you recommended Sonic 3 the Hedgehog.
Our favorite holiday. Now, is it a Christmas movie? Because it came out in December.
There's not even snow. Is there?
There's rain.
Sonic 3 the Hedgehog.
The Hedgehog.
So the first thing I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
Have you ever eaten what Nick recommended?
You know?
Because I meant to get some.
To try?
Yeah.
Live?
Nick, I apologize. I didn't have time to go to the store.
We can make it a short or something.
Maybe. But what is it? Is Jimmy Dean... I've had Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah. Which, those are good. I've never had Jimmy Dean pancakes covered... No, Jimmy Dean pancakes... covered sausages in a stick.
It's like a breakfast corn dog.
So is that a thing you buy?
That's what I'm picturing.
It all comes together? You
I don't
make
know.
it.
Is he saying to make it?
Jimmy Dean's pancakes covered sausages in a stick. I think it's a... That's what he wrote.
Okay, I know.
And you're welcome at the end of it.
I picture that as like a thing you can buy. Mm-hmm. Also, yeah, I get it. I'm sick. Relax, okay? Stop making fun of my voice.
Nothing says the holidays like being sick.
I just... at the end of the video we just recorded, I said, comment down below, and I was like, comment down below.
He was like, comment.
Comment. Comment.
Comment down below.
Comment down below.
So that sounds delectable.
It sounds real good. I feel like that's a thing. Oh, I just peaked forever. Sorry
also,
about
we're
that.
not going in any order.
No,
By the way, we're starting with food. It's special. Specials go all over the place.
Yeah, the specials, we decided no more categories. We're just going through, looking at
and Brett's
recommendations.
loopy, so it's fine.
Yeah, loopy.
There's no rules.
La la
but
loopsy.
I would totally try this. La la loopsy. I've made some pretty crazy breakfast concoctions.
I'm going to see if it's a thing you have to build.
Do you like sausages and sandwiches?
It depends what kind. But
not
yeah, like
flat sausages.
Sausage, egg, and cheese.
Mm-hmm. But not the flat
flat
sausage. Yeah, like the circular links.
They're cylindrical.
Cylindrical links.
No one's eating circular
links.
So not patties.
Not patties.
Why? Why can't I have a patty? Sounds complicated.
We traditionally have a lot of sausages in this house.
Yes.
And I want like a sandwich with a meat in it.
Right.
And so it ends up being the sausage links, not the patties.
You slice them in half so they can be flat?
That's the way
all
to
right,
do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't have them all roly-poly in there. That's
I do
a nightmare.
sometimes, but it feels weird.
Jimmy Dean.
Breakfast sausage in a stick. On a stick, probably be.
Pancake sausage.
In a stick?
I feel like he meant on a stick.
He said in a stick.
I know what he said, but come on, bro. Context clues. Not in a stick. Tim's so committed. He's Ron Burgundy over here.
I'm just saying, if that's
whatever
what
the teleprompter says, he will say it.
It is law.
In a stick. Tim's like, Google in a stick. He wrote in a stick.
He wrote pancakes covered sausages.
I know what he wrote.
But what's pancakes covered sausages?
Bro, I know what it says.
I'm just saying, we don't know what it is. So what if I type in pancakes covered sausages and I get exactly what's written there?
You think it's going to say in a stick?
In a stick.
What does that even mean? What are you picturing in your head?
In a stick.
When you say in a stick.
I imagine the stick goes fully through it.
Because I'm picturing a spell correction to on a stick.
That's what he wrote.
I found it. It's legit like a corn dog situation.
And it says on a stick, so it's not the thing he
pancakes
said.
And right. This must be something different.
It's something different.
Nick, you're gonna have to mail it to us because all I can find online is pancakes and sausage on a stick. Nothing about being in a stick.
Not pancakes and sausages. Sausages and pancakes.
You're right. Jimmy Dean's pancakes covered sausage.
Poor Nick. Poor Nick. This poor guy. He's just trying to suggest a great thing for us.
Pancakes.
I don't know why it sounds so funny now. I 100% know what he's going for.
Of course, it's so obvious. It's so obvious that I just read it as what it's supposed to be.
Right. Dude.
Jimmy Dean's.
Oh.
Dude, why is it so funny?
Oh, no.
Dude, I can't even laugh right. It's so stupid.
It's so funny.
Jimmy Dean's.
Oh.
Jimmy Dean's pancakes covered sausages in a stick.
Oh, man.
I don't know why pluralizing pancakes. Like, not pancake covered sausages.
Right.
Multiple pancakes covered sausages in a stick. So those sound pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely try them.
Would like to try
So it's
those.
breakfast corn dogs.
It's yeah, for sure.
I'm a big fan of the McGriddle, so as long as they're like sugary.
I wasn't for a long. Well, do you think
syrupy?
they come with a?
I assume it's like a syrup pancake.
Yeah.
6 grams of protein, which is pretty dope.
That's pretty good.
I don't know if that's good.
Yeah.
They
it's
say
fine.
6 grams like it's a big deal.
6 grams.
How
yeah.
many proteins do I need in a day?
It depends. Are you bulking or cutting?
Yes.
All right.
So great suggestion. What were you gonna say? Oh, McGriddles. You didn't like them.
I didn't for a long time, and like I'll eat them now, but I don't.
I love them. They're such a treat.
You love them.
Yeah, because I don't like. There's no place else you can get something like that.
Yeah,
Because you can get pancakes and you can pour syrup on it and make a sandwich out of it. But
let's say porp.
You can pour syrup on it on your sausages covered pancakes on a stick. But
don't porp syrup.
Porp syrup.
Can you porp syrup on that for me?
Yeah. Can you just porp some syrup over here? Yeah. So when I'm not porping. I like the little crystallized sugar syrup.
Yeah,
things.
it's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
I had one day because I was just feeling like I wanted a fat breakfast.
Yeah.
So I got a bunch of them.
Fat breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
You ever go like for fast food?
You ever go down? You ever go?
Shut up, bro. You never go. You never go to a.
Dude, you're sounding more southern.
Go to a
every
fast.
sentence.
Yeah, and you never go to a fast food restaurant, and you're like, I'm going crazy. I'm gonna eat everything.
Yeah.
And you get all of your favorites, and then it just by the third, it's always halfway through the third thing.
I don't really venture more than like 2 or 3 items. You know why? Because I feel like a freak.
When's the last time you got 2 items?
Well, I get like I don't get 2 items. I meant like I either get like a McChicken and McNuggets, but I don't venture into third item territory.
So you get 2 things.
No, like I'll get like 3 McChickens and stuff like that.
So you won't get different kinds of things?
Exactly.
But you'll get multiple. Okay,
exactly.
That's
I'll
crazy.
go 3 McChickens.
It made sense until you clarified. That's the craziest like cutoff.
Because I feel
ever.
like it's like, man, I'm bad. But then I'll get like 12 McChickens.
Yeah.
You know what's sad is now I have to get 4 McChickens because they have that deal where if you get 4 McChickens, they're $2 a piece.
Oh, that's sad.
It's so sad.
We're sad about that.
Well, it's not good for my health because I'm going to eat all 4 of them.
Just save them.
Have you ever had a reheated McChicken?
Yeah, McDonald's has to be the worst reheated food.
I am slowly hating reheating chicken. Every time I try to reheat it, I can't do it well.
It also smells awful when it's in the fridge.
Chicken in the fridge?
If it's not like fried chicken.
Yeah.
But if you like cook,
like boil chicken
or bake.
Yeah.
Any other kind of chicken.
Broccoli's usually pretty rough.
Broccoli and chicken.
Mm-hmm. If you have that for dinner, finish it there.
Finish it, dude.
I know nobody asked us about this.
Finish it and leave it out.
Mm-hmm.
Or leave it out.
Yeah.
You can't finish it and leave it out.
Right. Or leave it out.
In a stick.
In a stick. Well, I'm going to move on
we
from
should
that
move on.
suggestion. Brett.
What?
Do you watch any yearly YouTube Christmas videos?
Only recently.
Only recently.
And it's not exclusively a YouTube video, so I don't know if this is cheating. But, and I meant to put it on the other day when we came over to do the tree.
Oh, dude.
There's a Ninja Turtles Christmas special, which you can watch in its entirety. I know we've talked about it on the podcast before, but it's become an annual tradition for the past few years.
And it's fun.
It's so fun. It's
I actually don't know if I sat through it all. We played it in the background a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I've seen it all.
So
the way
funny.
through.
I actually forget exactly what it's called. Let me
Ninja
find
Turtles Christmas.
Let me find it for you guys in case you
A New York Christmas. I love that you can find full 90s or 80s or whatever Christmas specials on YouTube.
We Wish You a Turtle Christmas.
So it's so weird.
It's on YouTube. I saw it as a massive Turtles fan, as a dude currently wearing a Ninja Turtles Christmas sweater. I had never seen this until 3 years ago on YouTube. Watched the whole thing. I think it's 35 minutes or so.
Do you think it was on a VHS back in the day?
Must have.
How do you think people watched it?
It must have been because I think there's even an intro. Look at 2017. Oh, that's when it was uploaded.
Yeah, you're like, huh?
I was like, bro, no. It's so hilarious. It is so bad. There are such odd decisions.
The music's so funny.
It's so funny, dude. And I think I've watched it with Nick for sure, actually, because the Jamaican accent in the first song is just uproariously funny because they don't have Jamaican accents outside of that song. And every song changes genres. It gets real weird. It's so cringy. The suits are awful.
They're recreating popular Christmas songs, but then putting their turtle twist on them.
But the first one's Deck the Halls.
Yeah.
But he's just like, deck the halls with boughs of holly.
No, it's pepperoni.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Pepperoni. How did I forget?
With pepperoni.
And then he says something about the reindeer.
Yeah.
This is a repeat. I'm sorry, guys. We've done this in the past.
No, don't. This might be the first time people hear about this.
It's so good. He says something about Santa and the reindeer. And then he's like, in the sewer, how will they get here? And then he goes, scoobity-dooby-doop-doop. It's so good.
Dude, it's so good.
It's so good. And that song is as far as we got for so long.
Yeah.
And then, we watched it on the way down to PAX one year too.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Why?
And then the part that we kept playing over and over at the house was the 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah. Where they were like,
five video games. Yeah, it's Splinter talking about all the stuff he's getting.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
It's a modern classic.
So I hit that every year on YouTube. I don't think outside of that there's anything YouTube specific that I watch. But what about you? Do you have anything?
YouTube's a funny platform to think about yearly watches. Because of course there's yearly movies and music and TV specials and all these things.
Yeah.
But YouTube, it's kind of more relatively recent to me as well. I always like to put on the Christmas log. There's a bunch of different ones, but it's like a fireplace log, not like an internet log or whatever. But
not a log. I don't have a log.
A log, not a log,
not a log,
not a log.
You know what that's from? Come on, bro.
How you said it was very
not a log. I don't have a log.
Christmas Vacation.
Thank you.
I
know it was a guess, but I'm still gonna allow it.
It still counts. But I'll have that sometimes running in the background, just when I'm doing various things.
So literally, just Netflix has the fire.
Yeah, something like that. But on YouTube, you can just pull up one, and sometimes there's the pets. There's the pets that walk on screen.
Seen that. So you're just watching that?
Well, not watching it, but I just have it on if I'm doing
I walk in
gifts.
Tim's room and he's just
I'm sitting
staring at his phone. Oh yeah, I guess YouTube on your
I do
your
YouTube
TV.
on the TV. So
see, Tim's bougie. I'm thinking about stuff I watch on my phone.
Yeah, Brett's always like
Scoobity doobly doo,
Scoobity doo doo. So I watched that.
How will they get here?
Fa la 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 la.
You telling me you didn't get Splinter a gift?
This is the rest of the podcast.
It is. This is how I know we did it before. Because as soon as we talk about it, I can't stop.
You can't stop.
You telling me you didn't get a gift for Splinter? It's not even like that. I'm exaggerating so hard.
You're pretty close. The other thing I do.
Tell me what it is.
And I'm, almost 30 now.
Yeah.
I will be in bed on Christmas Eve as early as possible.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, 9 p.m., whatever time I can escape to my room and be in bed.
Yeah.
So to guarantee a good sleep and to help me go to sleep on YouTube for the past however long I've had YouTube on my TV, I will put on a Christmas what do you call it? Like a moving picture, basically.
Oh.
Where it's like a static background, but there's like things moving lightly in the background, like stars and stuff like that, and it'll just play peaceful Christmas music.
I couldn't have less of an idea of what you're describing to me right now.
They have a lot of them like all over YouTube, but it'll play Christmas music, but then have like basically a static background.
Yeah.
But there's elements of it that move.
Like a screensaver?
Yeah, I guess the screensaver would be the way to put it.
That's a thing?
That's a thing.
I mean,
yeah.
I guess I have seen like essentially like yeah, I guess I've seen that.
Yeah,
I guess
screensaver is a great way to put it.
I'm picturing what's the closest thing I've seen? Like peaceful, they'll show like a nature scene or whatever, and it'll just be music, and I guess it's like a loop essentially.
Exactly. But
so
it's
you
like,
put that on, you go to sleep to that.
Yeah, and it's
really
it helps me go to sleep quicker. It's very much gets me in the Christmas spirit, more so than I already am. But yeah, that's basically what I pull up on YouTube. I don't really watch like any like yearly Christmas videos because I know a lot of YouTubers put out Christmas videos, but I just do random stuff.
I just watch Turtles and the Keep Up Holiday Special every year.
Definitely make sure to watch that.
What else you got for me, Tim?
Are there any Christmas foods that you partake in?
Christmas
foods. Because there's some things that like now I would probably go with the angle of like food that you usually only eat around Christmas.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was trying to think of. Because the first thing that came to mind for me is there's a lot of pasta in front of me every Christmas. Because on Christmas Eve, we go to my uncle and aunt's house on my dad's side. And they get like catering. It's like a ton of pastas.
Nice.
And then we go to our aunt's house.
Yes.
And
do the Christmas party.
Yeah, do a Christmas party. And they always have like
so much pasta.
Chicken Parmesan, spaghetti, ziti. Yep. Sometimes they'll do like some kind of bow tie pasta, like an Alfredo or something. Mm-hmm. Just like 4 different kinds of pasta. Good. I hope that happens again because that's in a couple days.
That is.
And then, wait, is that this weekend?
Yeah, 2 days.
Holy Christmas, 2 sincerely.
Days. Yeah.
Wow. It's exciting.
It's very exciting.
And then what do we do? And then we do... when we get together here to put your tree up, we always do pigs in a blanket.
Little Wheenies.
We call them little Wheenies.
Little Wheenies.
Yeah, and we eat a lot of those.
So many of those. Yeah. We make 3 packages.
And we eat like all of them.
Almost all of them, yeah.
How?
Well,
they fill me up a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, we do have a good amount of people at the house.
It's true. That's true. Yeah. So I guess that's the one food that like every single year
I look forward to.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything... I'm a big eggnog guy.
Yes, eggnog's really nice.
And that is something that like, I mean, not only... I guess some people get it earlier. Like, I don't even drink it around like Thanksgiving or anything. That is strictly in December when it's like cold out.
And that's the only time I'll drink it. Like past December, no more.
Really?
I don't know how long they keep it around, but...
I don't know either. Yeah, but I'm the same way. Like, it's in December is like when I'll drink
December drink. And that's what makes it special, I think.
Yeah,
if you have it as often as it comes out, it becomes less special.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
But yeah, as far as like any of the other foods we make, we have them at some point throughout the year, like Christmas turkey or ham, stuff like that.
What do we do day of?
We usually do a mixture. So it usually ends up being some sort of pasta.
Yep. I'm saying, bro.
He's right about the pasta. And then like some big meat, whether it's prime rib or ham or...
Prime rib is a rarity in my life.
Yes.
You don't like it, right?
Nope.
It's crazy.
I know.
Tim's not a steak guy.
I'm not a steak guy. I'm not a many guy.
A many guy?
A many guy. I'm not a many guy. I'm not a many guy. Like
comment down below.
What?
Comment.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going like down below.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I thought you were referencing a movie that I missed.
No.
Yeah, but it's pigs in a blanket. That's what was there for me.
What if it was prime rib in a blanket?
Sad.
Imagine cutting up like someone's probably done this on YouTube, but imagine cutting up like a Wagyu beef, like the nicest, most expensive steak ever, and just wrapping it in like Pillsbury croissant rolls.
Someone's done that with, I think it was like a beef Wellington or something.
Oh, yeah?
And they did it with like the cheapest ingredients possible to see if it still tasted good.
And?
They still liked it.
I mean, sounds good to me.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not about the ingredients.
Pigs in a blanket.
That's the way
I
to
literally
go.
do not have those any other time.
Me neither. And we can make them whenever.
Start?
I think Mom just made them one year.
And then it was like, are we doing those again?
Yeah, because I think we all just really liked them.
Yeah,
Because they got demolished every time.
Crush them.
Dude, I like what you put in the notes.
Oh, I don't remember, so...
No, you just put what you said, eggnog and pasta.
Oh.
So... I just wanted to say good
Cool.
job putting things in the notes.
Thanks, man.
Next, we have a question about sentimental ornaments. I'm going to say that again. Next, we have a question about sentimental
I've had
ornaments.
one. Actually, I didn't see it this year. What happened to it?
Which one?
So I had a Ninja Turtles one that I think was from like 87, 88, sometime around there after the cartoon came out. And... I had had it forever, but also what made it significant is one side of the ornament had been like dented in.
Oh, yes.
You remember what I'm talking about?
Is it... Oh, I see it. It's a ball, right?
Yep. It's like one of the classic like ball
Turtles
ornaments.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
didn't see it this year.
I didn't either. There was a couple that were missing, like significant ones.
Shoot, I do that one every year.
Yeah. Someone must have hung it up.
I have that and I have a rattle, like a stuffed toy rattle from when I was a baby.
Right.
And those every year I gotta put those up, except apparently I failed on the turtle one. But and then the other thing, well, what are your ornaments? There was another like tradition thing I was gonna say, but what are your ornaments?
Yeah, so for me, I've been getting like a couple ornaments every year for some reason. So last year I got the mac and cheese and ranch ornaments.
Yes, yeah, that's
which
right.
Which are very funny.
Dude, it's so funny when the tree starts having like it's got like frogs and classic ornaments and then
pickles,
ranch and pickles. Yeah.
Because there's a good chunk of ornaments that I don't have any connection to.
Yeah, sure.
It's like I don't know where they came from.
Yeah.
That some are really old and like grandparents or whatever. So when I see it, I'm like, I don't really get this one, but I definitely have some. But the Scooby Doo ones,
I don't really get this one.
I don't. Well, I look at it, I'm like, what is this doll that's missing legs? And
Tim takes it out of the bucket, and everything stops in the living room, and he just goes, "Mom, I don't really get this one.
Do I have to hang it up? It looks like trash, and it's like a rare, like great Aunt Petunia's. Yeah, it's her leg that was carved into. Yeah,
that's her real leg.
Yeah.
We shrunk it and stuck a string through it. I used it to fish one year, and now it's an ornament. That's so weird.
That is that one a crazy one.
Yeah. So, anyways, what were you saying?
But yeah,
I don't get this.
I don't get this one.
Scooby-Doo.
But there's a Scooby-Doo one.
Yes.
A set of 3 Scooby-Doo ones.
You got 3?
There's 3 that I love. They're just these tiny little Scooby-Doo ones. One where he's like in a present. One where he's doing something, and another one where he's doing something else. I just remember the present one, but even though I've hung them up every year of my life.
Yeah, what?
I don't know.
These are your sentimental ones?
I don't pay attention.
The ones you don't remember?
Any of them that are like cartoons.
Yeah, I do like cartoons.
There's so many cool video game ones coming out.
Really?
Or that came out. There's a Dreamcast that plays the first song in Sonic Adventure. I know, and I didn't get it, but I want to. And then there's this of Sonic ones. There's a bunch of Sonic ones.
You should just do a Sonic tree in your room every year.
I should. They're expensive though.
I'm
like
sure
$30
for an ornament.
For an ornament,
it's so crazy because it's like, how do you decorate a whole tree? Like
you're supposed to get like one a year. That's the idea, but they're like limited. It's
crazy.
They don't come out every year.
It would take you forever to get enough to make the tree significantly decorated. You know.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
But were you going to say something about a tradition?
Just how, actually, I think you put it in the note, but the way that we decorate the tree every year.
You're watching the Keep Up on YouTube.
Man, it sure has been an excellent video so far.
I agree. I think I'd even like, subscribe, and maybe even leave a comment.
Wow, what wonderful suggestions of things you could do while or after watching this video.
You can also visit our merch store where you get some Keep Up merch.
And back to the show.
I think Brett started this, and
almost definitely
he is a freak that it continues.
I didn't think it was gonna like start a thing, and I wasn't trying to be that crazy. I just thought it was funny. I always will take a couple of ornaments and just throw them from across the room onto the tree.
Yes,
and see if I can get them to land right. And every year, our mom yells at me.
Every single time.
She'll just go, Brett, Daniel! I'll be like, what? It landed fine.
You are throwing ones that aren't like Well, they could be damaged, but they're like paper ones or
yeah.
like...
I don't think I've ever broken anything. But this year I did it, and then I think Bailey threw one.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, ornaments were just flying from every side of the room.
So disrespectful.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
But yeah, ornaments. They're fun. They're fun. I'm curious. Like,
good time.
Yeah, I'm curious if I'm gonna accumulate more as I get older, or I don't know.
I haven't bought one in a long time. I remember as a kid, we used to go into, I want to say it was a Hallmark store or something. And, you know, when you're a kid, certain things just like catch your eye or you like attach to them. And anytime we would go in there near the holidays, they would have like a Superman one. And any like cartoon or comic book character, I would be like, they have an ornament of that?
Yeah.
I need to get that.
That's the ones I love.
But I haven't bought one in forever.
No.
Yeah.
No, my most recent one is there's a Spider-Man one over there, but I never put it on the tree.
That's an ornament?
Yeah. I hung it up in my room.
Bro, put it on the tree.
No.
All right.
He gets lost.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, we like to throw our ornaments. Do you guys? Does anybody out there throw their ornaments?
Yeah, let me know if you throw your ornaments. I think it would be funny one year to exclusively hang them by throwing them, because you know some would be like upside down and.
Dude, that would be such a disaster.
Oh yeah, it'd be an absolute nightmare. But
oh my goodness,
it'd be fun for me.
Next on the list here is Christmas cookies. Specifically, what's your favorite Christmas cookie, or if you make them, or
favorite Christmas cookie? So I love a sugar cookie. Love a sugar cookie.
Love a sugar cookie.
So if it's, you know, just simple, plain, well-made sugar cookie with a little bit of thickness to it. You get a squishy one. I like that a lot.
Squishy thickness.
Also, the Italian cookies, some of which we have upstairs right now.
Yes.
I don't always love Italian cookies. I'm not always in the mood for them.
Yeah.
But those ones kind of hit. They're like the lemon ones with the icing on top.
Yeah. Dude, once you get that icing on top,
bruh,
I'm in.
I'm about those. So those are probably my favorites. I can't think of anything else that we do specifically at Christmas that I'm like, that's the one.
Like, I don't really care for gingerbread. I don't really
either.
care for like peppermint.
No.
So when those come around, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip is always my favorite, and it always makes me think of like Santa Claus, because that's what you give them. Chocolate chip cookies.
That's true. I'll give you that. You do leave those out. And gingerbread's good with peanut butter on it.
That's a weird combination I've never done.
It's good, bro. But it's an extra step that I tried, because one time I wanted cookies and I only had gingerbread. And I don't not like gingerbread, but I don't really care for it that much.
Yeah.
And then put peanut butter on it.
Peanut butter.
It's pretty good.
Peanut butter's good on everything, though.
I mean, not everything.
Go ahead. Peanut butter hot dogs?
It's okay.
Gotta have that video come out.
Yeah. I know. Maybe this week.
Maybe someday.
Yeah.
Peanut butter's so good. But yeah, as far as Christmas cookies, I don't usually bake anything myself or do anything like that. Yeah. But yeah, chocolate chip is the way I like to go.
It's hard to argue.
The Oreos, if they have the red cream in them. Just like the Halloween ones. Halloween ones are still better.
But the red cream, you think, are still superior to regular?
Yes.
That's wild.
Yep. And there's no flavor difference. They're the same. But for me, it's
for Tim, it makes a difference.
Yes. So that is just our list of questions. Now we're going to get more into our review side of things, because we review things on
We do review things. I like the questions. That happened a lot for the Halloween special too.
Yes. Yeah, questions are fun because it's more so just like asking us about our experiences.
And, you know, good.
Good, guys. So one movie that was suggested to us is a brand new one that came out on Netflix this year.
Yeah.
And the movie was called That Christmas.
That Christmas,
which was on my radar, but I honestly didn't have any intention to watch it this year.
I didn't either, because I think it's Y7, like it's a kid's movie.
Gotcha.
And I believe, are they still rating things like that? I have that in my head.
It's rated PG, so.
All right, well.
Y7 works, but it's not
PG?
what it is. Yeah.
What did I
Y7 is TV.
That's TV.
Yeah.
So maybe there's another show on it. Anyways, it looked a little bit more of a kid's movie to me, but I was intrigued because Netflix has added, I think, 5 movies now to my annual watch list for Christmas.
Which are
Love Hard.
Yep.
Christmas Chronicles. Klaus.
Yep.
A Boy Called Christmas.
Yes, that was Netflix?
That was Netflix. That was the year after Christmas Chronicles. Christmas Chronicles was 2019. Then I think it was Klaus. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like there was another one.
I can't remember.
Maybe there's only 4. But my point is, killer track record for Christmas movies.
They've been releasing a ton of Christmas movies and good ones every year for a long time.
And Klaus, I actually another shout out to Nick. He went back and listened to an old special that we did where we talked about Klaus and Christmas Chronicles. And I had said at the time that Christmas Chronicles was better than Klaus. It's they're different types of Christmas movies, but I've rewatched Klaus so many times now, and it's pretty close to like a perfect movie.
Klaus is so good.
It's so good. And Christmas Chronicles is still incredible too. Highly recommend that. Oh, Christmas Chronicles 2, that's not an annual watch for me though. So that's not the fifth one. Maybe I went 2 above and beyond when I said 5. At least 4.
At least
Have
4.
you seen A Boy Called Christmas?
Yes.
Do you remember liking it?
Oh, I wicked liking it. I like it. My Midnight Madness is sleeping.
I wicked liking it.
I wicked liking it. I also got a tetanus shot today, so I'm drunk.
Oh, you did? Oh, shoot.
Doesn't hurt, though.
Good.
It'll hurt tomorrow.
You'll feel it. Yeah, you know what else is going to hurt tomorrow? My 13-hour shift after sleeping for 4. Anyways, this caught my attention just because it's a Netflix Christmas movie. Like, their track record has been so good for me that I'm like, all right, I got to check this out. But same, I was like, maybe I'll catch it later. It's kind of bottom of my list. But this is the magic of specials.
Right. That we get forced to watch these things.
Yeah, you push things up on our list. So, this movie...
Yes,
is the story centers around this one town where there's a lot of various goings on happening around Christmas, and Santa pulls into this this town and is like, "Whoa, there's a lot going on here in this town," and then he basically kind of steps out of the story and narrates a little bit. He is involved in the story a little bit here and there.
Not huge.
Yeah, he's not the primary character here. The primary character or characters are all these different families in this town. And it is animated. The animation's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it felt like...
yeah, I was going to say it didn't stand out as anything like crazy. It felt... maybe a little bit on the side of like DreamWorks animated.
Yes.
Not like their movies, but like their TV shows.
Yeah. There was something I don't want to dog on it at all because there was nothing wrong with it.
Right.
But it didn't feel like maybe it was the character design felt a little like 5 years ago, I guess.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Like not or it's just nothing I don't know. Didn't stand out anyway.
It was
I have a hard time comparing animation because it's like it's all pretty good now.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen a bad animation
That's the
in a
thing.
while.
Like it's not bad. It's just like doesn't do anything to like break the genre, I guess.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I can think of to describe it is it did feel like a little bit more of a kid's animation. But even that, maybe I'm wrong about that because I'm immediately thinking of what's the robots movie? I always forget the name of it. The Robinsons versus
Mitchells versus the Machines.
Yeah, why don't the Robinsons versus robots?
You were close,
bro.
There's Meet the Robinsons.
Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. One. And then there's the movie Robots.
Yes, that's where I thought you were going first, but
no.
So maybe it's a little more akin to Meet the Robinsons, actually. Because Mitchell and the Machines, I think, was very stylized. That's the thing.
You're right.
It's not very stylized.
It's not. It's more cartoony CGI animation, I guess, is how I would put it. Which is maybe why it feels a little bit more youthful. And yeah, so that's essentially it. They set up this they tell you that there's a lot going on in this town. And do you want to say anything about it before I get any deeper?
No. I was just going to continue from where you were if you...
I'll stop there. You go.
Okay.
Because the stuff I want to comment on is like a little after we get introduced to all the characters. Yeah. So whatever else you want to...
So that's what I was just going to say is this has you following 3 different families.
Yep.
And sets you up 3 different stories told in a very haphazardly way.
Yeah.
Because like you're essentially going from 2 days before Christmas to Christmas to the day after Christmas. That's the timeline of the movie. And so you're jumping around between all these characters as the time's moving forward to Christmas. And so from my watching, there was one story I really liked. There's one story I was very middle of the road on. There's one story I did not like. But because you're stuck with all 3 stories, when it got to the point of the story I didn't like, I was like, okay, let's move on. Let me get back to the one that I actually care about. So telling such a disjointed story made the overall movie not as strong because there were parts of it that I really didn't care for.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. That was the main thing I walked away from this movie with, was it just felt disjointed. It felt really, it felt like they were trying to tie together all these storylines, and they kind of do, but the end of the movie, like the finale, actually felt pretty heartfelt and effective.
Yes.
Which I was surprised by, because seeing what the goal was, all I could think of was how they didn't really tee it up very well, but they somehow still pulled it off. Like at the finale, I thought was pretty endearing. But leading up to it, it was like I could see what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
But I just didn't always care. And not only are there like 3 families, but then the families are split up. So then you'll have like one family becomes 2 stories. And then the other family also includes a teacher. So there's like 2 stories there.
Which that was my favorite. There's a story between this mother, son, and a teacher. And that one I just felt like was the most down-to-earth one and had a very like heartwarming story.
It did, yeah.
And especially because the teacher was such a big part of the town.
Yep.
Like every story involved that teacher at some point.
Yeah.
And then there was another story involving 2 twins where one's really good and one's very naughty.
I liked that one.
Yeah, that one was like my middle of the road one because it was, I've seen it a bunch before.
Sure.
So it's like there's someone who's being real bad, but they might not be as bad as you think, and the nice person's trying to like cover for them. So I've seen it.
Yeah.
But it was still nice how it was done. And then the final story being about which it was kind of confusing because it was like a bunch of families and they all like hang out on Christmas.
Yeah, it was, I think, 3 families, because it was 3 sets of kids, right?
Yeah.
And the parents were going away for the night and leaving the kids with the oldest kid as the babysitter.
Yes.
And yeah, so I think 3 families in that one storyline.
Yeah, and that one I didn't really care for because
Yeah.
I didn't feel like there was anything going on with it.
Right.
But it ends up being a very big part of the finale.
Right. And it's funny because when I think of all the threads and how they came together, I'm like, oh, it's pretty cool how that happened. But just during it, I also got pretty bored at one point.
It felt like 20 to 30 minutes longer than I thought it was going to be. Where there was a good ending point, it was like, and now here's the finale. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I really didn't see that, like, the intensity of the ending happening. There's something pretty intense that goes on with one of the kids, and there's one moment that I was like, I felt pretty emotional. I was like, oh, geez, this escalated.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know where they were going because the tone of the whole movie was like, maybe that's part of it too, is you still haven't seen The Holiday.
I still haven't seen it.
So I feel like a movie where you're going to jump to all these different storylines, there should be some consistency in tone. And in this one, like one of the stories is like really deep and like sad. And then the other story, like the one with the twins, is like, it's a little bit more playful. And then the one with all the kids being babysat is like, I don't really know what it is. Nothing's really happening. The kids are just like hanging out and doing fun stuff. And so maybe I guess that's all playful. And the one with the twins felt like, how am I supposed to feel while I'm watching this? So I don't know. It just like different moods for each story in a way that I was like, I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to feel throughout this or like where we're heading. So it just wasn't enjoyable from like start to finish. It definitely felt a little more of like a kid's movie. Not bad if you're looking for something to watch.
Yeah. I think it had enough holiday spirit where I don't think I'll watch it again, but I think it's not a bad watch.
Yeah.
It just had some parts that were like not as good as it could have been.
Yeah, it didn't feel as consistent as I wanted it to be in its plot lines.
Yeah.
It felt a little underdeveloped, I guess. Not fully executed in the way that I think they intended to. So yeah, definitely not going to be an annual watch. And man, after not that it's the same teams or anything, but it's like, bro, when Netflix has Christmas Chronicles and Klaus under its belt,
it's tough to compare.
It's tough to compare.
One final thing I want to note before we wrap up this review here. There was a reference to another movie called Love Actually.
2, I think. I think there were multiple references.
2 references. And I was cracking up because if you've seen the movie Love Actually, you'll know that it's a very raunchy R-rated movie. So the fact that they have this Christmas tradition to watch the movie where it has like nudity, it has like F-bombs, it is a very adult Christmas movie. So I thought it was very funny. That's the movie the kids watched with their family on Christmas Eve, because it is the only connection I can make is it's also British. It's very heavily British. It all takes place in London and stuff like that. So I think that's why they did it.
Interesting.
Because the whole movie, That Christmas, is based in, what's it called? Wellington? Yeah, Wellington on Sea.
Oh, yeah.
Is where they live. So, which is in the great land of the United Kingdom.
Yes.
Yes. So I thought that was very funny that they referenced that, because I was like, this is, I don't know who this joke's for, but.
I've still never seen that movie.
Yeah, I thought you did. Because Brett keeps telling me to watch a Christmas movie every year, and I thought it was Love Actually. So I'm like, I'm going to watch it.
It's Love Hard.
And why do they have two movies with love?
It's actually, that movie is also referencing Love Actually.
Weird.
The title combines Love Actually and Die Hard. That's why it's called Love Hard. Yeah. But that movie's great.
Yeah.
That Christmas,
Would you say it's a keeper or a sleeper? I feel rude giving it a sleeper.
I do too, because it's not bad.
Yeah. I just think it's like, it's nothing special.
There's so many good, like I'm finding myself so you're not going to watch this movie anytime other than Christmas.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Typically. Unless, sometimes a kid falls in love with a movie and you watch it every day. But aside from that potential situation, there's so many good Christmas movies.
Right. It's like, do you want to fill up your backlog with it? It's an hour and 31 minutes.
Yeah, it's not long. I don't know. It didn't do anything special.
Right. It's like, it's so average. Is it worth being a keeper?
It almost feels unfair because it's a seasonal movie. I'm like a little harsher on it because I'm like, because this is not going to make my list next year.
No,
I'm not going to watch it again.
No,
I don't think.
I don't think so either.
Unless I next year become really nostalgic for that Christmas.
I might get nostalgic for the white mush. What was it called?
The white mush?
The mom, she would make like the red paste and the...
Oh, yeah, it was weird. Like the brown mush.
Yeah, brown mush. What if I get nostalgic for
Overcooked brown mush?
Yeah.
I did kind of like them leaving notes for each other.
Yeah, again, that story was the best. Also, in the credits, it credited 3 books as the source material.
Really?
So I wonder if it was 3 separate stories that they all pushed together.
Oh.
One of the books being called That Christmas, but... I don't know if that story was like the one. I don't know. I don't know what the 3 books were.
The other thing that's kind of funny about it is like Santa lands in this town and he's like, "Whoa, this is crazy. There's a lot going on here," and it's literally like
3 separate like situations.
And I don't even know what was so crazy.
I don't know, because like if he lands in New York or something. There's got to be 100 to 1,000 kids who have issues.
Yeah. He's like, I got my hands full, and all it is like parents who went out for a night.
Yep.
And one kid's dad is not home.
And then one of the girls might be naughty.
Yeah. And like, maybe. How's he get anything done?
If he spends all this time solving 3 little problems.
And he didn't even, what did he even do?
Did
he help with everything?
Yeah, well, he like helped the boy.
Did he?
With the present.
Oh.
And then the stocking for the kid. Yeah. And then he helped in all of them.
All right.
I don't know. I'm going to give it a sleeper.
Yeah, me too. I would skip it. If I would say with the caveat of like, if you're hanging out with your family and maybe you have some kids who want to see like a new animated movie, but like I'm not even going to watch it with my kids, I don't think.
Yeah.
Because they like love Klaus and they have other animated movies that they absolutely love.
That would be the way to watch it, is if you have kids and you're looking for like a new Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It might be fun to put on. And
yeah, because it's not bad. It's just, we've had a caliber of movie that this one just kind of like falls short.
Dang. A sleeper on the Christmas special. The holiday special.
Hey.
We got to tell the truth here.
Their fault.
And speaking of sleepers, we got suggested another movie.
I forget.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Oh, dude, I thought this was fun.
It's so weird.
It's very weird. I've never seen this movie. I know that it's based on the song. And it is very weird, dude. It came out in 2000, which seems crazy.
Yes, I remember it being on Cartoon Network. Like
really?
It premiered on TV because it was a TV special.
All right, so because I'm a little bit older than you, that might be why it's translated to me. But this felt like so 90s, like the way cartoons were constructed, like just the way it felt in its voice acting and all that stuff. But the story itself, I was actually kind of like, all right, like what's going on here?
It's like wacky and weird, and yeah, like you said, constructed like a '90s cartoon.
It's Looney Toony a little bit.
It is very Looney Toony.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so obviously I know Looney Tunes aren't exclusively '90s, decades before that, but it's like WB, like Animaniac storyline almost.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that crazy, but there are moments where the characters say things that are that type of comedy. And then there are other moments where it just feels like a really goofy, like made for TV cartoon.
Yes. Yeah, and you get some like weird songs that are not Christmassy at all. There's
the
like
songs are so funny.
They're so funny. Like the one
and they're so loud, dude.
They're so loud.
Yeah.
I love the one where they're hula dancing and they're talking about
oh my gosh, dude.
That one's so good.
How's it go?
It's Grandpa's suing.
Gonna sue the pants off of
Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa or something like that.
Grandpa's
suing the pants off of Santa or something.
Oh, I gotta remember the melody, dude. That's so funny. I forgot about that song. I was literally laughing out loud.
That's the best part of that movie because it's so ridiculous. But the song's catchy, and I gotta give it to them.
Crazy.
The songs are pretty good.
They're catchy.
But it's so like it's just such a weird thing.
It's so weird. Like Grandma gets run over by a reindeer, and you're like, is she dead?
Yeah.
I thought she's dead.
Right.
They've murdered Grandma in this.
It has a time jump. She gets run over by Santa, and months go by.
Right.
You're not even in Christmas anymore.
No, I know.
It's just like, where are we? What's
I know,
happening?
and then there's a whole court case that's happening.
There's kidnapping.
Yep.
Multiple kidnappings.
Yep. That's a pretty intense story.
It really is.
I would watch a live action version of.
I think it would be better as live action.
You think so?
Because as a kid, when I watched it, I didn't like it. Every time it was on,
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
remember it? See,
yeah,
I've never seen it at all.
changing the channel because I just I didn't get the courtroom stuff.
Yeah.
As a kid, I didn't care for it. And then like the twist of the story, and I'm not spoiling anything, just like it going from being like a Christmas story to then a courtroom drama.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is happening
What is happening?
with this?
And I like what's his name, Mr. Bucks.
Yes.
So that guy,
Buxton, or was it Bucks?
I want to say his name was just Mr. Bucks.
It might be Buxton.
Because they were all. He was like the rich guy, you know?
Right.
But I'm pretty
Mr.
sure
Bucks.
you can check this. He was voiced by Cam Clark, who was Leonardo in the 1987 Ninja Turtles, and he's been a bunch of other stuff too. But I recognize that dude's voice.
Yeah, Austin
anywhere.
Bucks.
Austin Bucks.
Yep. Cam Clark.
So funny, dude.
Yeah, so I mean, this is just a animated special based off the Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer song.
Yeah.
And the song, I guess, was made by this guy who like based it off his drunk uncle who was like a famous comedian.
Really?
And yeah, and so he tried to get his band, and I wish I knew the name of the guy, but he tried to get his band to do the song and they said no. So he ended up selling the rights to a different group for them to sing the song. So the version we hear is the pairing of them. And so the narrator of the story is the guy who sang. Yes.
Okay.
Who sang the original song.
All right. I thought that because the voices sounded similar enough.
yeah.
I was like, that's just one guy. That's really funny.
Yep.
I wonder.
So it's short too. It's 51 minutes.
Oh, that's actually longer than I thought it was. You can find it on YouTube. I watched it on YouTube.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It reminds me of like Magic School Bus era.
Yes.
Like that's what it feels like. And
but who's this for? Is it for the kids? Is it for adults?
It's for kids.
I guess.
It's for kids. But it is like it's funny, man. Those songs.
The songs are the high point.
Sue the pants off of Santa.
He has it. He's got it.
Is that what it was?
I think so.
I want to look it up.
Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa.
Is that what it was?
I don't know.
And
then
we
did watch it, but
the lawyer's name is Slime. She's like, I'm Slime, and the kid's like, you said it. Like, dude,
dude, that kid drives me nuts. The worst character though was the grandpa. He's like, he doesn't care about Grandma.
Yeah,
he literally does nothing.
He's a little bit aloof.
He's very much. I think he lost his marbles.
What about the cousin or whatever?
Cousin Mel?
Yeah. I knew you were gonna say that. Tim's in love with Cousin Mel.
Cousin Mel is nice.
They do. They do draw her in some kind of way.
They definitely do.
Like,
I would sell my store to Cousin Mel.
I like how later something happens in Mr. Austin Bucks. It's like, babe, you're gonna look great in stripes.
Yeah, because she gets like. Something happens.
It's fine.
Am I going to spoil this?
You see it coming from a mile away.
A mile away.
But
what's interesting about this, too, is it's not available anywhere.
You can't find it anywhere?
YouTube's the only place,
That's
and it's
so
like someone ripped it off the TV. Like, it's not bad quality, but...
No, but you got to watch it in 3-minute increments because it's a playlist.
It's all split up. Yeah. It's so funny. But the actual movie itself, you can rent it on Amazon. That's it.
How much is it on Amazon?
I don't know. Let's see.
I'm curious.
I actually don't even know. You might have to buy the actual DVD.
Or it might give you this is unavailable or something.
Yeah, you can only buy it. $46 for the DVD.
That's crazy.
Wow. Is it really like that rare or hard to find?
I hope so, because that's what I got you for Christmas.
Thank you. I'll throw it in my DVD collection.
I think the funniest part of the movie is when Grandma gets run over.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid sees it out his window, and he runs downstairs, and he's like, guys, to his dad, his mom, his sister, and his grandfather. He's like, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. I saw it. And they're like, relax. There's no reindeer. And he's putting on his coat, and he's like trying to run outside. Yep. And they just won't look out the door.
He opens the door to go outside, and his dad pulls him back without looking. Grandma's passed out
She's face down
in the snow.
Dude,
dead.
That was cracking me up. I'm like, bro, just look out the window.
Just take a look. Even if he's joking around, it's not hard to do.
Can you imagine if like one of my kids comes running down the stairs and like, Dad, Mom got run over. And I'm like, whoa, close the door. Explain to me what you're trying to tell me.
Tell me everything. I'm still not going to look even when you tell me.
I'm not convinced. That was cracking me up.
Yes.
This to me is a keeper.
It's a sleeper.
I think
Skip it.
I think it was a fun watch.
Well, considering that it's one of the rarest Christmas movies ever, if you have it, watch it, I guess.
No, YouTube, bro, for free.
YouTube, for free.
I thought it was funny. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you grew up on cartoons in the 90s, I think this was a fun throwback.
It's something, all right.
If you're chilling, it's a good, like, while you're wrapping presents or baking or something. Throw it on, you know? It's a keeper for me. Is it funny that I gave that a keeper and I gave that Christmas?
I mean, I think that Christmas is better than Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Depends what you're looking for.
It's true. It all depends. Oh, Lord.
What else are we looking at here?
That's a great question.
Oh, we're coming up on an hour.
I know, we're about to hit an hour.
That's kind of crazy.
Okay, I'll hit you with this one before we wrap up, just in case we do.
Wrap?
Brett, what are your thoughts and opinions on Krampus as a whole? Now, I don't know if this is referring to the movie or just the idea
Have
of
you
Krampus.
seen the movie?
I have seen bits and pieces. I haven't sat all the way
I watched it again this year.
Mm-hmm. I meant to for the podcast, just in case we did talk about it, but...
you should still watch it.
I still have some rapping to do, so I could put it on while
I'm curious what you think of it, because it was written and directed by Mike Dougherty, who did Trick or Treat.
Okay. I don't love when like holidays are mixed. Like a Christmas horror movie. I don't dislike it.
Yep.
But like, when I'm watching Christmas movies,
I feel that. Because it does almost feel like feels like wrong timing. Mm-hmm. But Krampus is a Christmas legend.
True.
So
it is. Right.
It's not the right time.
Yeah.
So it's funny that I'll kind of answer the question with that. Mm-hmm. If it's about the movie, the movie is very fun. Mm-hmm. It has a comedic tone to it, the way Trick or Treat does. The monsters are cool. Krampus is actually like really creepy, and the movie has a lot of references to Christmas Vacation. Mm-hmm. And
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's just very. I have to imagine they're intentional. When you watch it, you'll have to let me know what you think or if you catch them, because they really stood out to me this year, which was my second watch. And I just think it's well done and it's fun, but it is grim and
dark comedy. Some would say.
I like
darkness.
Christmas magic.
Yes.
No, I'm saying it's the movie's great and it accomplishes I own a shirt and a hoodie that I got for Christmas actually, and it's good. That movie's a keeper. You should check it out. But to answer the question, if we're talking generally speaking about Krampus, I think it's a funny or an interesting anti-legend or you know what I mean?
The opposite of Santa.
Yeah.
Because his whole thing is he takes kids, right? If you're naughty,
he'll
take you and make you like an elf slave?
I don't know. I think there are aren't there, I think part of I guess I don't really know. Maybe we can, I think there are some that he eats children.
Right. That's what's funny about legends in general is we hear so many different ways or how what he does when he gets kids.
Yeah.
I like it. It's kind of a cheat for people who like Halloween. Because who don't want Halloween to die because then they're like, oh, well, there's Krampus.
Yeah.
And horror legends around Christmas.
Right.
But I don't mind that because it's I like Christmas legends and there's so many different ones.
This is Google's AI overview. This is the legend of Krampus is a dark folkloric tale of a half demon, half goat creature who punishes children who misbehave on Christmas Eve. Krampus is a horned, dark-haired creature with cloven hooves and long taloned fingers. His name comes from the German word Krampen, which means claw. I didn't know that.
We Krampen.
The story. Krampus is said to visit children on the evening of December 5th, known as Krampusnacht. Or Krampus night. He accompanies St. Nicholas, who rewards good children with gifts, while Krampus punishes the naughty ones. Krampus may beat children with birch sticks.
Oh my God.
Stuff them into a sack or take them to the underworld. The origins of the Krampus are unclear, but some folklorists and anthropologists believe they may have pre-Christian origins. So it could be really old. Krampus is celebrated in many countries, including Austria, Germany, Slovenia, Hungary, and the Czech Republic. Celebrations include the Krampuslauf or Krampus Run, where people dressed as Krampus parade through the streets, scaring spectators. Krampus is also featured on holiday greeting cards called Krampuskarten, which often contain humorous rhymes or poetry.
Wow.
And then it goes on about the popularity, which has obviously grown in recent years and stuff
seems
like that.
A recent thing.
So overall, Krampus will never take a
Santa slot.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? A main character role in my holiday celebrations.
Yeah.
I think it's funny to a degree. If anyone were to take the legend too seriously, it's it could get weird.
Right. Oh my God.
I don't think I'd ever go to a Krampus celebration. Maybe it would be an interesting thing to see, but I think I'm with you. I don't like them mixed too much.
Yeah.
I have seen that. So Krampus and I think it's called A Christmas Horror Story also involves Krampus. And that movie is also awesome.
Yeah, you really liked that one.
Dude. So cool. So, I like that we've gotten those stories. But, yeah, my overall feelings towards Krampus, I don't know. I don't know the guy,
Yeah, I'm indifferent to him. I don't go out of my way to, celebrate Krampus or anything like that. I like the idea of there being, a scary Christmas demon out there watching you.
You like that idea?
I like that idea. It makes children extra nice.
I think I've always been a fan of folklore and various fables, fairy tales, that kind of thing. So I think having that alternate one, I said, is fun in some ways.
Yeah.
But it by no means is part of my traditions, and I think it's maybe this is what you're alluding to, but it's part of the mixing the seasons. Christmas is not Halloween.
No, Halloween's Halloween. Christmas is Christmas.
Right.
Don't mix my M&Ms with my Cheerios.
Would I like that?
That'd probably be pretty good.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
Kind of defeat the purpose of Cheerios, though. You only eat Cheerios because they're good for you.
Are they good for you?
Well, they're healthier.
They make you make your heart
healthy,
better or whatever.
Yeah. But if you add anything to them, then it defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
I don't want Cheerios right now.
Get Cheerios and watch Krampus.
Okay. Nice Christmas tradition. Well, with that lovely review of Krampus, we're going to get on out of here.
We're going to get out of here. Thank you guys for all your recommendations. and suggestions. Thank you guys for listening.
As always.
This will be our last episode of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think because the week of Christmas...
It's a little messy because Christmas is on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then Christmas Eve.
I think it is. I think it's going to be.
Just because we might not be able to get together. But
yeah. If it's not the last one of the year, cool. We'll talk about how it's not on the next episode. If it is, thank you guys for a fun year, for hanging out with the Keep Up in 2024.
Yes.
And I hope you all have a wonderful holiday.
Yes. Me too. I hope your day is holly and full of wonder.
Yes.
And I don't know if I ever do this, but I want to do it today. Christmas Sonic music.
Oh.
He wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready. All right. We'll put that right here. You don't ever do that.
No, but I want Christmas Sonic music
this fair.
time.
Is that a thing?
There's definitely got to be something.
Great.
Definitely got to be.
Literally doesn't even know if it's out there. We got anything else? How do we end the specials?
I don't think we do end Babel. I think we just send them on their way. And if we do, then, well,
we don't.
We're going to miss them.
We just send them on their way.
We send them packing. So, yes, have a lovely holiday. Thank you for all the suggestions. Thank you for being incredible.
Yes.
Merry Crimbles and a happy pickle.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Very cool. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to the Keep Up podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. You can also find us at patreon.com/thekeepup where you can support us monthly for as little as $1 per month. And you can get yourself some cool Keep Up merch in our Etsy shop. Links are down below.
Ready to get started?
On what?
We're doing the bumpers, aren't we?
Yes, we're doing the bumpers. Do you have, you got the remote?
Of course.
Just hit record and we're ready to go.
All right.